Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do this amazing Glowforge project, which is a wood name puzzle. Let's get started. Double layer wood name puzzle. Oh my God, this is for my great grandbaby, Jeremy Jr. Oh, let's get started. Hey guys, how we doing? So, today I wanted to fire up my Glowforge. I am going to see if I could bring you guys, and I want to make a wooden name acrylic sign. Guys, I've just became a great grandma again, and I'm super excited. She just had him June 25th, and his name is Jeremy Jr. And oh my God, I cannot wait to see him. He looks so cute. He weighed 8 pounds, 1 ounce, so he was a pretty big boy. And so I decided to make a name wooden puzzle for him. So when he gets a little older, he'll be able to play, and then he'll be able to learn how to spell his name. So let's get started. So here I'm going to get into my silhouette. And in my silhouette, I'm going to make a template so I can save it into a SVG, and then I can cut it out with my Glowforge. So first things first, you want to bring in a shape, and I want to make this shape 4 by 11. 11 by 4 inches. And that'll give me enough room for what I want to do. So here goes my shape. Okay, so here goes my shape. So now I want to come into the text bar, and I want to look for marker felt, and I want to spell out his name, Jeremy, all in capital letters. And then I want to change it the color. Okay. Then I want to ungroup my name. Then I want to regroup it, and then I want to stretch it out to the size that I need that will fit in this 4-inch rectangle. And I just want to make it longer, and I think that looks good there. So now I'm just going to take them, and I'm going to duplicate it, because I'm going to need to make this word again, and then this box, because this is going to be our base. Then this box right here is going to be where the letters get cut out at. But what I would like to do is make a finger point, meaning that when you have these letters, it's hard for kids to pick them out. So you want to put a little indent to where they can fit their finger in, so it could pull right out. So I'm going to come over here to shapes. Let me do the half circle. Let me see how it looks. So now you just want to hold your shift, and you just want to make your cut. Okay, so you're going to come up here, and I'm going to change that to blue. And now I want to come over here. There, I want to bring it in front. And I think that looks good. I might want to make it just a tad bit smaller. So that's 60. Let me do a 1/2 inch. Okay. So now I just want to place that right there. And I want to duplicate these shapes. Then I want to rotate this one. And I want to put it down here. Or I could put it up here too. Well, you know, I'll put up and down so it will look uniform. Okay, so I'm getting closer. So now I just want to rotate it. And I want to bring it to the edge as close as I can. And do the same with this one. You know, sometimes you have to zoom in if you really want to see. Okay, so I got that one and I got the other one. I'm going to duplicate this one 2 other times. And then I'm going to bring one right there. Then I want to come over here. And I'm going to do the same with the E. And the E is going to come down here. This one's going to rotate. And you know, I'm going to put it down here. And you just want to overlap it just enough. So when you get ready to slice it, it will slice the image right out with the other image. So now I just want to rotate this one. And I want to bring that down here. You know, I think I want to put this somewhere else. I think I'm going to put it up in here. I could put it, nope, that's too big, too small. I'll just put it on this side. The things you do when you're designing, guys. Okay, so now I just want to straighten it out. And then move it in. Okay, now I want to go to the next. I want to take this and duplicate it 2 more times. Move over. And then I'm going to put this one right in the middle. And then rotating this one. Okay, so now you want to go and unfocus it. Make sure that you got all your letters and your dots and they look good. So now you want to press the shift key and click on them and then click on the name. And now you want to go and you want to, and don't forget, click on your back border. Now you want to come over here and press subtract. And here goes your template. That looks pretty good, guys. So now let's say, let me change this color so you can see what I'm talking about. So now let's say that this is your backboard of your wood. You want to put it towards the back. And do you see what I'm saying? And then what you want to do is, I want to take this and I want to duplicate it because I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is, guys. Okay, so then this would change to a different color so you can see what I'm making. And then this would go right in. And you see what it looks like? Then if they want to take the letters out, they could just put their finger in and pop the letters right out. And it came out so cool, guys. So I'm going to go save this. See what I actually want to do. I don't know. Let's see if I could do something like this. Because I don't want a plain piece of wood. So let's go to color patterns. Let's go to radiance. Let's go to pattern papers. And see if I got some type of boyish. We'll try that. So then you see that? That'll be like the backboard. And then I will overlay this. And then you will see right through it. And then this would be, because I want to make it out of clear acrylic. So this will be clear. And this will go right in. And then you'll be able to see the design through the acrylic. I thought that would be cool. So I don't know. We'll see. So now I'm going to save this, pass it on to my Glowforge, and we are going to cut and then put this thing together. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I need to put Junior in here. So let me go over here. Go to J.R. J.R. For Junior, ungroup, group. Fill it in with black. Then you want to bring this over, because what I'm going to do here, I'm going to engrave this. Okay, and now I'm just going to make this smaller. And then that will be right there. Okay, so let's save this. See you there. Okay, so I'm here at my desk, at my craft table, and I have this board right here that I'm going to make my signs on. Now, I need to mask this, so I already went and masked one side of my board, and now I'm over here to mask the other side. So you just want to go and try to put it on even as possible. Sometimes it don't work, sometimes it works perfect. It all depends on the day that you're having. Sometimes things go right and sometimes they don't. I don't know how many times I start a project and freaking Cricut acts up, to the point where I just want to pick up the software and throw it out, because it's not the machine, it's the software. And now I want to varnish this. So I'm going to get my big scraper. And you just want to pass this down. And this is to prevent you from having charring marks. Because when you go to sell stuff, the machine does wonderful. It cuts wonderful, but it also leaves char marks. And sometimes when you're working on a project and you're finished and you're like, oh my God, it's good. And you go take it out of the machine. And guys, I tell you, then sometimes you could clean it up and sometimes you can't. And when that happens, material gets wasted. And it's not fun to waste material if you're not making no money back on it. Okay, so now that I got my piece adhered with transfer tape, now we're going to go to our Glowforge. So if I just I'll leave it like that. Okay, we're here at my Glowforge. I'm getting ready to turn my button. You see it glowing? It's ready. So now let's start making our wooden name puzzle. It won't show nothing yet because it's at the edge. But right now it's engraving the JR. And I'll be back when it's almost halfway done. Okay, it cut out the first base. It's looking really good. Now I cut out an extra R because I am going to double it up. Okay, it's cutting out the words. The letters, I mean. It's looking really good. Now I cut out an extra R because I am going to double it up. Now it's cutting out the baseboard. Okay, it's almost done. I'll meet you back at the table. Okay, so it's all done. And oh my God, guys, it looks so good. So good. So now I'm just gonna take this out. And I still got some pieces. I can make some earrings. I can make a number of things. So here goes the letters. And as you can see, the back does not have no char on it. has char in the front, but once I take the masking tape off, I'll be perfect. And then here goes our base. And here goes our puzzle piece. And our puzzle piece is gonna go right over this. And it's gonna look like this. And then the letters are gonna go in. Just like this. And then I'm gonna have these words. I'm not gonna use this one. And then this is the original R. Oops, I think I did a boo-boo when I designed it, but I'm gonna keep on going. Why is that so hard? Okay, guys. Okay, so I have my piece of acrylic all inside, and now I'm going to cut the letters out of acrylic. So let me go set that up, and I'll be back when it's all done. Okay, I'm getting ready to press the button to cut my acrylic. And there it goes, firing up. I need to get a... And I'll be back when it's done. Okay, here goes the acrylic. Oh my god, it looks so good. But let's now go. I can actually take this and make a box, and I can use this as a base. I might think about doing that. So first things first, I got all of this cut. Okay, guys, so we add our two have masking tape. This cut, I have this vinyl that is regular vinyl, craft vinyl, and I thought this would be cute if I behind this, before I put the piece of wood down, I turn around and I put that down like that, and then you have a background. And then I also thought about cutting out the letters and putting them on top of the wood piece, or the MDF board. And then I have the piece of acrylic, and it's gonna go. Now, what I want to do go right on top of that. I want to unmask material through it. My board. Anyway, and I have to make it easier for you to take the masking tape off. A scraper. Okay, so I can't find my scraper, and you but can I have some duct tape if you want. And that'll make it much easier to come off. So I'm gonna start peeling. So if I use this side, I will cover that paint mark. So I'm trying to bait if I use side this side, which I have spray paint on there. I think I'm going to leave that mark back there. I'll see if I can take it off. Okay, so now let's undo. And this, you know, I always seem to try to practice on MDF board. I either get it off of H&H Creations here in Tampa Bay, or I go to Home Depot or Lowe's and I pick up some MDF board from there. So I could do test marking and stuff like that before I get ready to sell anything. Because wood is so expensive right now. Whew. Okay. So now we got all the masking tape off.
Now, let us put our vinyl down. And with this, I think I could cut off a little bit more. Okay, so now that's perfect sizing. So I just want to make sure that I'm going to catch everything. So now I have to move this over a little bit. I have my brayer here. And that looks good right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a pen. And I'm going to mark the 4 corners. So when I go to line it up, I got to make sure I line up between. Just to hold that down. Between and now those I want to peel back. So let me. And now I want to peel back. So now I just want to go and press down on it, making sure that everything line up and smooth out, leaving no bubbles. And you can take your brayer. Oops, I got you guys shaking. And now I'm just going to take my masking backing, and then I'm going to start brayering this whole vinyl down. And it looks good. Don't got no air pockets. Okay, so as you can see, I got no air pockets, which is awesome. So now what I would like to do is take the masking tape off of the back of this one because I forgot. And I'm leaving the outside of the wood bare. And then now we're gonna, if you guys want, you can always paint it. So while we're working on the other pieces, stain it, you know, or just colorize the letters. Do what your heart's content. I mean, it's you that's creating this, guys. So go with it because everybody creates differently. Everybody got their own different style. Okay, so now I want to come down here and let's apply glue. So I'm going to move my letters to the side. I'm going to bring in my mat. I have a foam brush and I also have a little sponge, you know, a little dabber. So we are going to do that. So I just want to lay some, get in between Type Bond 2, which is premium wood glue. And you know, I might be better off with my dabber brush. So let's get the dip, dip, dab, dab. So now I'm just going to come in with my foam brush. Oh yeah, that works better. Oh my God, I used to, when my son was younger, I used to go to Home Depot and do a lot of woodwork with. what I want to do is take my sign and flip it over, making sure you don't got no glue in between, because you know you don't. And now I want to take this and lay it right on top, and it's supposed to hit even. Then you want to line it up. And I have these paper clips. I'm just going to go take it and hold it in place. Okay, so I got a couple more clips, and I have this fabric right here because with this clip right here, I don't have the other side, and I don't want it to leave any indents. So, since I don't have none on this side, I'm going to add pressure over here and hold that down. Then I got my be just fine. And I just need it to seal. And if there's any paint on the sides, wipe that off, or that'll come off when it dries. Okay, and make sure you don't got no paint on the inside. I just see a little bit, because you know, as you're squeezing, it squeezes out. That looks real good. So I'm going to put this on the side, let it dry up. And now I'm going to bring in my words. And I am going to design something different because, you know, with this MDF board, I can use HTV vinyl. Not HTV vinyl. I could use vinyl. So what I did was cut the letters out. And I am going to make this look like this on the letters. That looks so awesome. I love that vinyl. So I'm going to move all of my acrylic to the side right now. And I'm going to work with the MDF board. So now with the MDF board, I think I'm going to bring back in my template. And I'm going to use this to line up my vinyl in the letters. So, I don't get it. Okay, so now I got... And all we're going to do is take this vinyl and line it up. Making sure everything is lined up. And this should fit the wording perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to braid that. Making sure. And now I just want to pick this up. You want to press down on it. So now we got the J and the E. Let's do the other E. And we're going to do... And it should all fall into place. Okay, take your brayer. Braid that down. And that's what that E looks like. Now let's do the R. Right. Okay. Okay, so here goes my R. Now you got to be careful with MDF board. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. But I put it in and it was hard to put in. And it kind of broke a little bit. But, okay guys, so if you've been rocking with me for a long time, you know automatically that I just don't do, it'll be alright. So I recut the piece out and I sanded it down just a little bit because it was having a little issue going in. But with that being said, I'm going to take my art vinyl and we're going to place that down. And when you're peeling this vinyl, be really careful, because it's not the best vinyl, guys, but it is. Ooh, guys, my chair just moved behind me, and I seen that. Wow. And I thought it was my dog, and my dog's not there. Ooh, that's some crazy stuff. Okay. Ay, Dios, que me ayude aquí mismo. Oh, Lord, I ask you for my protection. Amen. Okay, so now I'm just going to focus on going all the way around to press it down. And that's what the art looks like. This is like your lifesaver, guys. Whew. So we got the E, the J-E-R-E. Now let's do the M. Okay, so now let me just move this down. Move it over here. Okay, so now let's do the M. Okay, the M now. So the R, I gotta see what mistake I did before I go to start making. Like I turned around and told you, when you're peeling these off, you gotta peel them off real easy, because mine's broke. So I'm still gonna line it up and use it, because I'm gonna put the acrylic over top of it. Just, man, that fell through so easy. Yep, this letter's hard. It shouldn't be. Okay, I didn't break it. Oh, yes, I did. I broke it. Taking out all of the bubbles. So now I definitely need to take that off. I need to put my Y in. Oh my God, the Y flows in so easy. I'm not understanding why I'm having trouble with those two other letters. I might have to read. So now I'm just going to take. And what I'm doing, I'm just pulling it while I'm pressing. But I'm not pulling it hard, because as you can tell, this vinyl. Okay. Oh my God, that came out so easy. Okay, guys, so now that we got that part done, let's put all our letters back. So now I'm going to pull this on the side, and now I'm going to bring in my acrylic. Okay, now for the acrylic, you want to take off all the masking. So what I did before I cut of it. So now that I got all my acrylic mask off, now we want to kind of make sure that right before we put these down, that you got it lined up perfect. Because guys, let me tell you something. Once you put it down with that tape. Okay, so now I'm just going to take all the backing off of my acrylic. Okay, so now I got all my pieces unglued. Lining it up. Ooh. And that looks good. And now I'm just going to press on it. You can use your and then we're going to do the next one. Then the E. Just making sure everything looks good. It's all oh, I got a fingerprint on the glue. Okay, guys, so when you're putting this on, make sure don't put your fingerprint on the glue on the back side. I just did it. Okay, so now we're gonna oh my god, guys, look at how good that looks. I'm hoping that the 3M works. I've heard good things about this 3M tape. It's darn expensive too. Every time you got a hobby. And there goes the E. And it looks so good. Let's line it up. That looks good lined up. Now you want to press on it. If you want, use your braille. Stick together better. Now let's do the M. Let's press. And then use your braille. Now for the Y, just place it just like you did with the other ones. Now I was definitely thinking of doing the blue background and then doing the red letters. And then for some reason, when I started cutting it, the Cricut cut it too small. Then it cut it way too big. Then it didn't cut it enough. And then I redid it again, and then I got the final cut. But that would have been nice. But I actually like the blue on blue because when they take it out, it's the same color. And like I said, you can... So I think that looks good right there. Now I'm going to press on it. And then I'm going to use my brayer. Oh my god, guys. Let me see if you can see the dimension. Do you see the resin letters? I am in love with this. Wow. Okay, so now I definitely need to get acrylic glue. Because, I mean, even though the 3M worked good, it's not good enough for me. But anyway, guys, it's a grandson. I'm so excited. I got another boy in the family. Woo woo! So guys, thank you so much for watching. I might paint the back to cover that up. So let's see how the letters will work out, because this M so with this one, since I'm thinking that I might have some trouble with the letters popping in and out, I think this one is just going to be great where you hang it up at. Okay. Board, unless you're just using it for decorations and you're not going to use it constantly. So there you go, guys. The Y, the E, the J, they pop out so easy. And the dimension of the acrylic. Look at that. So MDF board and acrylic. So now I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to give this to a child,